about our common interest in languages, so hence
Yeah.
we are connected. It's quite cool.
Yes. You
And
asked my
I was
language.
saying, I was saying about Ali Yazdi, who
Yeah.
is the
I
other
know him.
Edmund challenger. He took it to the next level. He decided going to school is not an optimal use of time, aka a waste of time. So he decided to homeschool himself.
I'm not gonna do that.
That is going to the extreme, but now he can learn.
Yeah.
He can learn Chinese, Japanese, Hebrew, English, well, obviously English, and many other languages.
Yeah, but I also want to have a formal education just for the sake of, getting a job and going to college.
Well, no, he does have formal education as well. That is the point of homeschooling. You do all the tests. You still sort of do your test annually to make sure you're not going insane. You still somehow follow a curriculum. You just don't do it in an institution. This is legal in most states in America.
I just rather go to an actual school, just out of personal preference, because it's like I've always done it. Which I know it is
Yeah.
a bad reason. That's a bad reason to do anything, but I'm also very I'm
I
a
mean, to be
very
honest,
lazy person.
going to school can be fun.
Yes,
Well,
I also have people that I talk to,
yeah,
friends.
but obviously, just for educational reason, this is not the most effective way of spending our time.
I'd agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Um, Tell me about your time. So,
Hmm?
how many? You told me you had about 3 or 4 AutoCAD lessons a week.
Hmm? Excuse me?
Sorry, not to start eating fruits. So you have about 3 to 5 AutoCAD lessons per week, right?
Oh, that's just right now. Generally, I try to do 1 or 2 a week and just spend all the rest of the time studying grammar and making sentences. But currently, since they're easy and I can get them done quickly, or at least it feels faster than that during the actual studying. Yeah, currently I do about 3 a week, 3 to 4.
Okay, and do you mind sharing what is the average rate for Thai?
Hmm?
What is the
Thai, 3 to 4 a
average?
week.
I mean,
I
what is
study
the average rate? What is the average cost?
cost of Thai. Well, the Thai bot's ridiculously cheap, so but still, it's generally around like anywhere from $8 to $12 per hour.
8 to 12.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's sort of towards the mid range. It's not the lower range. Obviously, we've got like Hindi, and Hindi is much cheaper. Tagalog is the cheapest, just due to the just due to
Yeah,
the
the
yeah, and
yeah.
Thai is not the cheapest there.
I'm actually picking up Tagalog.
Why? Because it's cheap. Because that is what Ben Lewis said. No, I'm just joking.
Well, it's one of the languages I wanted to pick up, and I was wondering after Thai, what should I do? And I recently found out that the Dunkin' Donuts I always go to, the waiters there actually speak Tagalog and are from the Philippines. So I just decided, all right, why not just speak Tagalog with them? So I'm now studying
Exactly.
Tagalog. Yeah, kumusta ka?
Yeah. So to share, so yesterday I did Lithuanian in the morning, it was a Saturday, and then I studied some little bit of Arabic in the afternoon, and I learned Pali, which is a cousin of Sanskrit, and then obviously Pali being a very important in the Thai language,
Yep.
you must know about it. And then after that, I went to Polyglot Club to practice Japanese, Korean, Polish, and Spanish, and a few other languages. So that was one of my ideal day for a long time.
Oh, of
So,
course. I also went to the Polyglot conference on Open October 10th to October 11th.
oh yeah, that was good. That was good. No, I
Yeah.
mean, I went to Polyglot Club, which is more or less just a glorified language exchange. And oh yeah, tell me about your experience with the Polyglot Club. Maybe tell me the top 5 experiences there while I eat my grapes.
All right, speaking Thai with the waiter for an entire conversation for the first time. So basically, getting over social anxiety. I had one picnic where I got to speak random with a bunch of people. I mean, there wasn't really much like variation experiences because I was just listening to a bunch of talks, but it was really amazing because I don't have any friends who actually care about languages or people to talk to about languages besides the online community. So it was just great to be able to see them all in person. I can't really give it top 5 experiences because the talks were all basically just they're shooting out through different topics, but it's all kind of the same experience, just listening to someone famous talk about interesting things.
Which talk did you like the most?
Barry Fibers.
Why?
He talked
Why?
he talked about his experiences of his 80 years of learning languages.
which is obviously very impressive.
Yes.
Did you go to see what's his name? The 18 years old.
Yes, Tim Donors.
Yes, did you go to see his?
Yes. Yes, he
Um,
is my personal inspiration.
hmm. And now he's learning linguistics at Harvard or something.
Excuse me?
He is learning linguistics at Harvard or something.
Yeah, I don't know where he's studying it, but he's definitely studying linguistics, which I want to go into also.
But actually, it's not actually as much fun as you thought. But well,
I've
it's
actually
not. It's not to discourage you, but I went to. I did 1 year of linguistic during my during my work. Not during my work. I mean after as an adult for adult education. So after my uni, I studied works for 2 years, and then I did an evening course in linguistic. But most universities actually focus more on social linguistics than theoretical linguistics. Social
oh
linguistics, which
no.
is obviously not my cup of tea. Um, social variation of linguistic variations due to social classes and stuff like that, and this I just don't find it that scientific. I don't know. I personally prefer the modern mathematical side, i.e., the formal linguistics, sort of syntax, semantics, phonology, blah blah blah. That was my pate. Um,
I'd
so
agree. I enjoy. I've studied a bit of both by my own time, and I enjoy studying both. But I do agree the scientific side is far more interesting. But
mm,
on the plus side, when you talk about the social linguistics sides, everyone gets to argue about things.
yeah, it's just,
Lots of arguments work out.
it's a bit more social. I mean, you can't. There's nothing much you can. You can't exactly go to a party to talk about syntax and semantics. You can.
Yeah,
You'll be very sad. Well, and I think I suppose talking about social linguistics is slightly. It's also sad, but less sad in a way.
yeah.
Hmm. So, for example, yesterday I had a house party in Paris. Besides talking in French, I was obviously talking in French, but I ended up talking about things I like enjoy the most. Obviously, talking about languages and talking about process improvements in work. So I turned it into a business meeting, and then I got some business cards, etc. But that is my way to enjoy life.
Yeah,
We only live once.
I
Uh,
enjoy languages, but I don't have any chances to talk to people who also enjoy languages.
Hence we are doing these Google Hangouts.
Yeah,
I'm leaving my lost childhood, not lost, but into my childhood. I didn't have anyone to talk about it, so I'm sort of reliving my experience through your experience. It's also it's a bit of projection here, you see.
yeah. My friends in my Mandarin class, I try to talk to about languages, but most of them already were born into Chinese American families and basically they speak Chinese at that like the American Chinese family level, not necessarily native, but better than anyone else
Mm,
who is like
can
wasn't speaking Chinese.
can you remind me what do your parents speak?
My dad speaks Mandarin and a tiny bit of Taiwanese, and my mom is totally American.
Okay, cool. But then you spoke to the mostly in English and that time with the Mandarin with your dad.
No, my dad never spoke to me Mandarin. I don't know
Oh,
why. Yeah, so basically in my Mandarin class, there are the people who speak it at their houses, then there's me, and then there's the foreigners who don't try. The foreigners who try and me, and then the foreigners who don't try, and the people who don't try.
okay. So it's a Sunday school sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, what are your okay? Well, let's share our language challenges and let's inspire each other with solutions, and then we can sort of move to our other topics. So, uh, what do you have any challenges in the last few weeks? Did you try to do some more substitution drill that I suggested, or what have you tried with anything new in the last few weeks? Any new ideas, any new inspiration, or from the conference? What idea did you gather that you felt compelled to try out, if anything?
I I've done the substitution drills for the grammar concepts I didn't understand. That helped. There's this Thai word pronounced go, which I didn't understand whatsoever. And now I understand it slightly more. Still not too much, but I understand it to an extent. And I've done substitution drills, basically anything that I didn't understand at first.
Cool.
The add one sentence challenge has been absorbing my time. I went
Mm,
insane on that. At least for me, I went pretty insane on that. Which is even then I did not write that much, but I wrote as much as I could.
mm. So that was the second challenge, isn't it? Because the first one,
Yes.
let me recall because now I'm no longer in the group. Um, So the first one is one of them was speaking, one of them is sentences, one of them is no, I forgot. Actually,
Well,
forgot. So
the
this
first
is
one was to speak with the Italki tutors, and the second one was just to write a bunch of sentences.
and then the last one is to use those sentences somehow. Yeah, that was it.
I haven't done the third one yet.
Oh yeah, I did. I didn't do much, but then thanks to Riza, who was in my group, I've got a lamb from Thailand.
I heard he wrote 1,000.
Hmm?
He wrote 1,000, I believe.
At least.
Oh
I
my
was like, this is insane. I was like, this is not humanly possible. This is like, it was, he had like a military schedule. It's just insane. It's just unbelievable. I think he should have won the prize. He should have won the A1C8 challenge prize. I mean, to me, he was way more. Well, I mean, Maggie was quite impressive too, but I just felt like giving Reese the prize just for his military dedication.
Military dedication.
He's basically turned language learning into accounts. I mean, basically you need military dedication to do what he was doing, and he is a
I
full-time
envy,
doctor too.
I envy him for the dedication. I have all the inspiration I need, but I have barely any motivation.
Mm.
In the ad
But
one, like my biggest language challenges recently basically has been just a lack of motivation because of a lack of time. I keep telling myself in the weekend I'll start because there's too much homework today. And the weekend happens and I'm like, I just want to sleep for 10 hours every day. And then the week starts again and I just have too much homework and it goes on and on and on. So basically I
do you
just have to
think
get back into a
mm,
schedule.
do you think you can optimize your time somehow? I mean, do you think you can
Yes.
somehow shorten your homework time without sacrificing on your actual studies?
Yes, the big part of it is my ridiculous procrastination, which I'm dealing with. I did my homework early today, so that's a pathetic victory for me. Did my homework early today. I'm trying to tackle my procrastination, and I'm trying to wake up earlier. I'm trying to get up by 5 to do my language studying for about 30 minutes, and then do the other
And
30
then what
minutes
do
in the
you,
afternoon.
but what do you need to wake up at 5? I mean, you go to school at 8, right?
I go to school at 6:50,
What time do school start? 8.
7:20.
What kind of goal is that? I mean, is that the standard time in America?
Yes,
Okay.
that's normal American high school. America does not have its schooling system done correctly whatsoever.
No, this is
Kindergarten starts
way
young.
too early. It's way too early for the teachers. The teachers can't have a
Yeah,
social life. Way too early for the students. I mean, this is like the 21st century. School should start at 10 and finish at 18 at
yeah.
6 o'clock. That would
It's
be
because of it's because of sports. Because sports needs time in the afternoon. So
again.
apparently,
Yeah,
sports are more important than the academics.
it's all a bit crazy. I think
Yeah.
it's just way too. And what time does school finish?
School
What time does
finishes at
school?
around. School finishes really early. School finishes around 2:10.
Oh,
So
and then
I have no excuse for not having done my studying. It's just my own personal. It's my own personal. Why do things when I can not do things for a very long time and do things at midnight?
so what do you do in the afternoon then? I mean, how do you procrastinate? Let's try and see. Let's see if you can optimize your life. Facebook
Um
or games or Angry Birds or chasing
face
girls or
Facebook, reading articles about how to learn languages, which is one of my biggest weaknesses. Reading
hmm
articles like 3 tips for language learners, blah 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 blah, how to learn languages. Because it feels like I'm doing something even though I'm not. I play Civilization 5 way too much because that game lasts forever. Um, and YouTube, just general teenager useless things to do.
what do teenagers watch nowadays on YouTube? I mean,
It
this is
depends. It's everybody.
it's a genuine
For
question.
for me, I generally I can go to Netflix and watch Parks and Rec, and I also sometimes watch documentaries because I like documentaries. On
Mm,
YouTube, though, I believe most teenagers like watching playthroughs of things, which is basically where someone else plays a game and you listen to their commentary. And
uh-huh.
also videos of them. I'm not really sure. There are some channels of people who they just talk about their lives and things they're doing. It's very boring to me.
Oh, like those sort of reality
Vlogs.
shows. Yeah, vlogs and reality shows on Netflix.
They're very boring to
Uh,
me, but people like them apparently. I don't like them
mm.
that much.
Actually, I do have a hard time trying to get myself to do aimless YouTubing now. I've tried to optimize my time a bit too much. I actually want to put back in some slack into my life. Otherwise, I will be going crazy. Uh,
I mean,
So for me,
sorry, no, no.
no, you go ahead.
All right. The main thing I really have to do though is just tell myself get off this garbage and start doing things that matter, which I am doing slowly, very slowly.
Mm. Personally, I reading a textbook is quite hard, so I'll just listen to a lot of things. You can just sort of put them on repeat, and that can be one way. You and then preaching classes, you can listen to Pimsleur and Michelle Thomas and Glossica, blah blah blah.
I have Glossica, which I try to listen to at least once a day.
Have you bought the full package?
Yes. For some reason, the Ad1 challenge did not do it for me, so I bought it by myself recently.
Oh, so it was 99 or 79 nowadays?
I used the Polygon Conference coupon, so it was $50.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, and then is the coupon still valid? Other than then I'll get. Is it still valid or is it gone now? Oh no, I've seen it on the group. It was supposed to be valid just for a few days.
I'm not sure if it still lasts. I think it's invalid by now. It went out really quickly.
Okay, I will scout around because I think I saw it on the Facebook group. So for me, yeah, mostly been focusing on sort of non-language goal in the last few weeks. Despite yesterday was an exceptional day where I try to indulge in my main passion. And then language-wise, so obviously I'm also trying to do my philosophy in life is if I see something good, I'll try and do it myself. And so the one challenge, I'll do my own spin, and now I've got my ad-free challenge that I'm trying to promote. And I was like, hey, they are doing the what is the name? Alex Ronning, and he's doing is partnering with what's his name, with Brian Krong to do some Greek challenges. Like, let me do it myself as well. So we'll have I'm spinning up with my own Learn Greek challenge. So that is sort of my my copy and paste with a bit of personality, with my own personality.
How does your study schedule usually work out?
Actually my main challenge, my main challenge is myself for the last few weeks and last couple of months is actually to build my business. I first wanted to build some online language business, but then I realized that that is not where the real money lies. So now I'm focusing on corporate language workshop, which is basically I'm copying copying the Polyglot workshop by Simcott and Richard and Ollie Richard and what's his name and Ronning. But obviously I don't, when I copy something, I don't want to just copy and paste. I want to copy and paste with my own style. So I'm doing it in the corporate world, and I give a corporate spin to it. Instead of just learning languages for the sake of learning languages, I say, hey, if you guys take this course, then your team can communicate better with other teams in different offices.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not really a polyglot workshop. It's more like a language. I title it the language strategy workshop. Well,
why to learn languages, basically.
Not why, but how.
Yeah, why, how.
Why, how, and when, basically. So that is my spin to it. But then, yeah, my main occupation is actually trying to spin up my own consultancy. Basically, I was working for an IC consultancy previously. I was like, I don't want to get them to get me to cut so much commission out of me. So I'm starting my own one. Hopefully can start my own one with the help of my lawyer. And then I was like, hey, instead of just working for myself, I may as well employ other people so that I can get a lot of commission as well. So that is my current plan, to spin up my own consultancy. That is obviously a wild plan, but I feel that maybe this year, after giving the talk at Polyglot Gathering, that has sort of really changed my self-confidence, something that I mentioned last chat and the previous chat with you. I feel that I think I can see a personal transformation in you as well. I feel that you've become more confident, and just a month and a half ago you were quite shy about talking on Google Hangouts or just sort of chatting, just sharing a lot. Now I can see that you're doing more posts on Facebook. You are now not so shy on Google Hangouts. You went to the Google conference, which is obviously a good thing.
Yes, that is definitely true. But yes. I think that business plan could actually work out really well as long as it gets marketed to the right audience. It's basically just So it's what, how, when, why to learn languages, correct?
No. It's, I mean, that was just it's for very specific needs of international teams, of teams which are based in international offices, and I am coming up and I am designing a training program workshop with a few big names, just general one, but for various for various reasons I will not disclose yet. But it's one of the big one. I mean, it's sort of like we can sort of name the top 10 YouTubers. It's a couple of them. I'm trying to negotiate a deal, and then I'll just basically using their names, using just to ride on their popularity, and then I'm coming up with my own sort of workshop to improve that. It's not exactly for a good workshop because that doesn't quite sell in the corporate world. Being a quality is not exactly the most interesting thing because at the end of the day, most big companies just want English and French and maybe one other languages as the main sort of business languages. But then that is sort of my experiment, and then and then just sort of learning languages randomly as I feel like it. So that has been my life.
I think that could definitely work out. Like if it gets marketed to like the foreigners who are working in China or like other Asian places where it's basically, why learn this language where I can just sit in my own bubble and just do what I need to, then get back home. People who are forced to work out in other countries.
Yeah,
if it gets marketed to that type of audience, that could
no,
be
I'm actually marketing to companies.
Companies.
It's a B2B, it's a business to business thing. So I'm actually selling to managers. I'm not selling to the people walking along the street. I'm not selling to the everyday language learner.
So it's like a program?
It is okay. So imagine I sell to your school, and then your school provide the program for every single student. So I'm selling that. Instead of selling to you directly, I'm selling to the group.
That would actually work out well, especially with all the American workers now going off to China for their businesses and other Asian places and European places.
Well, I mean, more specifically, what I'm trying to sell is to how to actually talk to programmers in the Indian team, which is sort of one of the big problems, is because I feel that India is not it's not the country to also for programming, but a lot of companies are still doing it. And because of cultural differences and language barrier, there are lots of communication problems between American, European, and the Indian team. So I'm coming up just with various strategies to improve that. It's not so much language learning. It's not so much the polyglot thing. It's just sort of like a language strategy thing. So that is sort of my main focus for the last few weeks, as well as spinning up my own consultancy.
That's ingenious. That's a really, really good idea. Like it's just hitting me. I'm just thinking about it right now.
Yeah, you come along. When you grow up, you can join me. When you grow up, just 4 years ago.
I mean, think of it now. All right. So just to make sure I understand it completely, it's for companies who basically have international teams, and those teams have to communicate better, but don't know aren't at the moment.
Exactly. So obviously, the language of communication will be just one or two instead of like many. You will be the English plus the language of the company. Basically, if it's a French company, then there will be lots of French communication where I'm based now, and Chinese and some Chinese. So you will just be English plus the language of the company, or the main language for business. So that is
makes a lot.
So obviously, I'm trying to sell to those people. I realize that it will just financially, it is much more interesting.
It is. That is a very good idea, and it seems very fiscal and it seems like once it's created, it can just be redone with the same kind of form. Once it has its own format, it can just be redone for different kinds of languages and that entities.
It can be systematized. I can just sort of make it into a system and a routine, and then basically I can train people to run that workshop, and then I can spin it around the world. And obviously, I'm associating myself with big names, so because they will have the credentials and I don't, I'm just some random, overly enthusiastic Chinese guy. So that may not go very far. So that is it. So let's switch to Mandarin for your practice tomorrow. Okay. 那你明天是考试吗？是考什么试？是上星期或者是明天？
对不起啊， 对不起，请再说一遍，慢点儿，慢点儿。我只会明白中文。I'm thinking of Thai. When 什么时候中文说了？什么时候中文说的很慢？对不起。
没事没事。你的考试是什么时候？是哪一天？
嗯，哪一
你的
天？
考试是哪一天？Which day？
哪一天是什么？Which day？哪一天？
哪一天？
明天懂吗？对
啊，
，no，明天对。我的老师不明白美国学校，所以他喜欢给考试 the day before the test. For example，他给这个考试，他给我这个no，他给我这个考试前天。There is no warning before that.
OK，那不过你上中文课是星期几啊？
嗯，星期
你
天。
星期几？星期几？Which day of the week？
Yeah，星期
星期
明天。
一，
对，
就是星期一下班，星期一就是下课，就是下午，
是上午。喂，上午
下午，下午
不对，
，afternoon。
上午，no，上午。明天上午about 嗯早上午11点，no，上午9点半。
就是在你的学校
对，no，是
啊，
学校的，是学校。
我以为不是你的学校，是一个中文学校。I thought it was a separate Chinese school。不
不不
，but
不对啊，对啊，我的学校教我中文，我没有中文老师，因为我的爸爸是台湾人，他不要 pay for a 中文老师 because he can't speak Chinese to me, and I only be studying at school.
OK，那你明天考试的内容是什么呢？
内容是什么呢？内容是什么？是什么？
内容content。
这个考试是it's about schedules. For example，早上、中午、下午、晚上、半夜，上课、下课、放学，运动、睡觉，etc.
Cool。
Yes，我的
然后
老师，我的老师教我们的不太好啊。我觉得这个 information we should have learned this 去年，但是他没有教我 until this month. So for the past year，我的中文不好，也一点不好的。
啊，诶，那你的 at one challenge 是学了2个月了吗？
请再说一遍。
诶，不是我是问你那个 at one challenge 你是9月开始吗？
是没有开始。
你的
Wait，
你
yeah，
at one challenge 是
yeah，
学泰语台，
对，
是9月开始，就还有1个月
那个9月。
啊，9月，然后就还有1个月one month to go。
嗯，I'm sorry. Are you asking about the next one or this one?
No, this one. You,
This
you still
one.
have you still have 1 month left in your
对，
Thailand at one challenge。
对，
你感觉你现在可以讲15分钟吗？
5分钟。
因为你现在可以用泰语说一个15分钟的对话吗
对，Wait, I understand the question, but not entirely.
？OK，你
十分钟，
你现
十分钟是什么？十分钟
你现在可以对话15分钟吗？
可以，现在
可以，
可以，
可以
可以，
，can 对话 converse 15
可以。
15
嗯，
分钟，
我现在for Thai for Thai
yes of
可以
course。 哦，是哦，no，
可以，
switched
可以，
啊，
可以。我觉得我会说泰语好比我觉得我会说泰语比说中文。我觉得，因为我说泰语 by myself，我就可以说我就可以说好的。我中文不太好，因为我只可以学我只可以学 whatever my teacher 要我学。
嗯，OK，哎，你泰语学了多久啊？我忘记了。
嗯，
你泰
忘记了
语学了，你泰语学了多久？你 L&Ben Challenge 之前
多
学了多？
久多久？我学台语 about
泰语不是台语，泰语
泰语 about 七月，
七个月，
但是七个月，
七月
但是对
seven months or
七个月，
July？OK，
那七个月，
嗯哼，
个月。嗯 但是 before Ad One Challenge 我没有学泰语好的，before the Ad One Challenge 我只是和三本书和我觉得 word list 很好的，我不对啊。
啊，明白明白，嗯，那 OK，那你现在你说你下一个喜欢学什么语言？
我现在喜欢学
泰
泰语，you mean
泰语之后，
do you mean 泰语中文？do you mean
泰语之后你想学什么语言呢？
你想学什么？
泰语之后 after
之后我要学菲律菲律宾文。
啊，你刚才说了，
菲律宾用中文怎么说
菲律
？Philippines，
宾，菲律宾，菲律宾，
菲律
嗯哼，
宾。我要学菲律宾文，因为我觉得很好听，我觉得如果我学菲律
菲
宾文，
律宾，嗯
我就会学印度尼西亚人文和西班牙人文。
啊
因为那个语言呢，像菲律宾文，很像。
啊，好的好的，嗯，so okay, so I have to get going in a few minutes. So any no, I think your Mandarin, you've learned Mandarin for how long at school?
我学了韩语 for about
两年、
三年，
三年、
两年3月。
2年、3个月，OK，就是在学校学，
嗯，
在学校学
对，在学校，当时我的学校，我说了我的学校教不太好，所以我觉得I might start 学中文 by myself。
，OK, cool, cool, cool。可能下一个 One Challenge 可以再学
下一个 I want challenge 就要学菲律宾文呢，
菲律宾，对对对对
还是中文？我不知道我要学 which one 的，但是我知道 it's going to be either one of those。
，OK, cool, cool。然后你上个星期跟你的家人去吃什么餐呢？
上个星期什么？
上个星期你跟你的家人出去吃饭，你们吃什么？
吃饭了什么？
吃饭，eat
嗯
eat。
，yeah，
上个星期 last week，
嗯
你
，yeah，
说你星期天跟你的家人出去外面吃饭
我
，you
不知
ate
道。
you ate out with your family last weekend？你们吃
哦，
什么呢？
对，我们去IKEA。
哦
department store，我的家要有买很多的 furniture，因为我的家现在看的很难看，不好的嘞和我的家要买 furniture for my house that will look better。I keep thinking
，OK，
of Thai phrases。
嗯，那你现在泰语是用什么书？
嗯
你泰语
我现在用一本书叫Thai for Beginners, Thai for Intermediate Learners, Thai for Advanced Readers. 那本书 were written by Benjuan Pung Sembeka. 他是一个泰国人呢，谁要教泰语 to 外国人。
啊，挺好，很好。那你有用过 Teach Yourself 或者 Colloquial 吗？你
我有
打算
teach yourself for 印度尼西亚文，但是我没有用，因为我现在我没有师 for studying Indonesian。但是我觉得明年我会 I'll start using it。现在我要学泰语和中文和菲律宾文。我没有 teach yourself for colloquial for those two。The mic went off. I can't hear you.
Okay, so it's coming up. It's coming up to the hour. What would be you can reply in Chinese. What would be a recommendation for someone who is starting Thai tomorrow or today?
All right. If you're studying Thai today, do not listen to the people who tell you that the alphabet is all important. It is not. The alphabet is fun to learn, but it is not important at all. It's not as important as people make it sound. People make it sound like it is.
Cool.
And do not focus over pronunciation. Focus on the vocabulary you can use, because I went insane on the pronunciation and the alphabet, and I am not speaking Thai very well right now. Speaking Thai okay, but not as well as I could be if I started out just going on what vocabulary I needed, as opposed to how do I make this one word which I'll never use sound perfect.
Okay, so in summary, focus on vocabularies and focus, and that's it, basically.
Yeah, vocabulary and 8 tones. Vocabulary tones.
Vocabularies and tones, because grammar is not that complicated anyway. I mean,
grammar. No, that's a lie. Please focus on grammar. Also, I did not, and I cannot form very simple sentences I should be able to. Please focus on grammar.
Oh, okay. It's not like Chinese. I mean, Chinese grammar is pretty much
Chinese grammar is Chinese grammar I actually understand because my dad taught it to me, and I now get the subject time, place, verb, blah blah blah. I understand that now for Chinese, so it's like I can form Chinese sentences. But for Thai, it's like English, where grammar doesn't actually exist, or it does, but no one actually understands it.
Oh, it's all in the syntax. It's all in the arrange. All in.
Yeah.
Okay, so but why is that? So even if you change the words, I mean, you will still be understood, right? I mean, if I put the time before and after, I mean, you will just make it a funny sentence. You will still be understood.
It's kind of. I'm not really sure. You will be understood, but you also sound like a weirdo until you actually understand how to form Thai sentences correctly.
Which language do you think has a more complicated grammar, in your opinion?
Thai.
I wonder why.
I can understand Chinese grammar because Chinese grammar has order and logic. To me, Chinese grammar is far more logical, and I understand the order it goes in. But Thai grammar doesn't have order.
Okay, can you present the Thai grammar to me in 1 minute?
No.
Okay, 2 minutes.
Still no. I don't even understand Thai grammar myself.
Okay, what do you know about the Thai grammar? Just share what you know. I'm curious because I don't know anything.
It works a lot like English, basically. You can put time anywhere you want, as you can duplication. I think. I don't think you can put at the beginning, though. I'm not sure. You can put anything wherever you want at all. The word we can be pronouns don't make any sense. The word we can also mean me or you. The word for you can also mean I or we. There is a word called go, which I was talking about earlier, which can basically mean anything. That's it.
Okay.
It makes no sense.
What about verbs? Verbs. How do tenses exist?
Tenses do not exist. You just have words that define those the words for tenses, such as lao, which means already, de, which means will, gamlang, which means is, and you, which means currently. Also.
Oh, so it's like Chinese. You add a word at the beginning or before.
One of the best things about Thai grammar that I can appreciate is that for verbs, you can just put a bunch of verbs in a row and it'll still make sense. You don't have to have any if you have enough context, you can just put a bunch of verbs and people understand. So if you want to say I went to the school to get my book so I can do homework, you can say I go school get supplies, do homework, or for do homework.
So which is the same thing in Chinese, basically.
I'm not sure. Maybe it is.
我去学校啦. Yeah, maybe you need something else in Chinese.
I don't know. I have a Taka lesson in 3 minutes. So I have to go.
Okay, me too. I need to get going. So thank you. Yeah, it's a good talk. So catch up with you next time. All the
Alright,
best
thank you.
and good luck in your exam and see you soon.
Alright, thank you. 再见.
再见. Sawadee krap. No. How do I say it? Bye.